Okay, well, this is a 2021 BMW X3. What I thought I'd do in this video is kind of walk through all the options that I got on the car and kind of show it in more detail. So first up, the color, Glacier Silver Metallic. I kind of said in my other video that, you know, this is pretty much the only color I could have gone with. At least the ones that I liked. All the other colors were far too dark. White is just way too bright for me. I wanted something a little more muted. So silver is a nice compromise in between. Dark cars tend to show a lot of dirt, so they become all dirty, and I don't really like it. It shows everything. And my old car was silver, this one's silver. I'm used to it, it looks good. I think it still works. Now I also got the X-Line trim, which is kind of like the basic starter trim. You get this silver thing on the side. I don't really know what it does or what it's for. I think it's just cosmetic. It sticks out like crazy, if you can tell. I'm not sure if the video does it justice. I wish that was like a little more in line with the vehicle, but you know, oh well. On the front here, you also have this silver part there, which is going to be silver no matter what color choice you get, which I think looks a little ridiculous if you don't have silver. You also notice I put on a front license plate. Clearly I'm in a state that doesn't require one, and I know there's going to be a lot of haters about that, because you have to physically drill into the plastic in order to put that on. Now, this is a lot of black plastic up front if I didn't do that, so I just thought it looked pretty plain and too much plastic originally, so I had to go with it. But I did good and put on a Back to the Future 2015 plate. Gotta represent the franchise. And I think that looks pretty good. It stands out great and it blends in nicely with the side reflectors. I also went with these aggressive looking Y-spoke wheels. They're 19-inch run flats. I think it looks great and super cool. If I come around to the back, I did get a trailer hitch, which apparently not many people get, per the finance guy I was talking to, which is just crazy to me. I also think it looks great with a trailer hitch in there. I don't know, it just looks more mean or something. I really like the look. And of course, that's my insurance policy in case somebody ever rear ends me. You know, they're gonna smack into that trailer hitch versus my back bumper, which is gonna save the car, I gotta think. I did end up with the S-Drive. The X-Drive, which is the four-wheel drive version, is $2,000 more, and I had only two-wheel drive on my old car, and I live in an area that doesn't really deal with snow or any of that, and I got along just fine with two-wheel drive. And even the X-Drive is not full-wheel drive all the time. It only kicks in when it's quote-unquote needed. So I kind of felt like I didn't need the full four-wheel drive. So and driving around with it now, it's totally fine. You know, it works just great. Definitely has the power. Banking around turns is fine. You know, no complaints whatsoever. All right, well, here's what we got under the hood. It's a small four-cylinder, but twin turbo. So it does really pack a punch. You can definitely feel it. There's a lot of extra space in there, I assume, for the bigger M engine that you get with the upgrade. I didn't feel like I needed that, so I did not get it. I got the regular S-Drive. I do think it's funny that you can see straight through to the floor through a giant gap. Kind of funny to me, but it definitely packs a punch. That's for sure. I also went with the premium package, which pretty much gave me everything I wanted and nothing I didn't, so that kind of worked out great. And if I jump inside here, what you also get with that package is a heated steering wheel, heated front seats, of course, as well. You get lumbar support in the seats, although I think it's only on the driver's side. You get a heads-up display, which is not on for some reason right now. So the video probably doesn't do it justice. It's really clear and vivid in person. It throws up the map, the speed limit, and your speed, as well as some other information if you want. Really cool to have that floating, you know, out in the middle of the road. I always wondered like why cars don't have this, and I guess they're more prevalent nowadays, but definitely one of the coolest features, especially if you've never had this before. You're gonna get live, or you also get live Cockpit Pro with the premium package, which is the all digital gauge cluster instead of the hybrid model, which is like a half digital, half analog. I didn't know it at the time, but it also gives me a bigger screen over here. And of course, how can you go without the panoramic giant moonroof on top? That's also included in the premium package. Of course, this only opens halfway, which isn't too bad of a deal. But it is nice to have. I never had a moonroof before. Also on the inside, I went with Sanzatec interior instead of the leather. Let me close that. I don't like leather. Like, it's not for me. It's too hot in the summer, too cold in the winter. If I jump in the back here, this is what it looks like under the seat covers. So the front seats look just like this originally. So you can see black Sanzatec with black stitching. Now I also ended up with the aluminum trim instead of wood, which apparently everybody else gets. I don't like wood. Wood is too artificial for me to be in a car. And I really like the look of the aluminum. I think it's real nice and it matches everything else, especially with the silver outside, you know, bring that color scheme in here as well. So definitely needed that over the wood. Although some of the wood, one of the options I looked at wasn't too bad if I had to go with it. But again, I want the best or nothing, to quote an unnamed competitor. And last but not least, certainly not least, is the ambient lighting. Now you can't probably tell right now because it's too bright, but there is ambient lighting throughout. I tend to keep it on blue. It looks super awesome at night. I'll probably end up doing another night video just to show that off because it is quite awesome. So as I said in my other video, you know, I'm brand new to BMW. Had a RAV4 before, 2012 model, so this is all brand new to me. Thought it'd be cool to document my experience, if you will. So started this channel to kind of do just that. I've only had it a few months, about 3 by now, and you can see I already did almost 4,000 miles. I already did 2 big road trips on this, so that's why the miles are really racked up there. And it was a ton of fun driving this around, you know, all over the place. So yeah, I guess that's it for this one. Stay tuned for more.